boys and ghouls, and welcome to another episode of the Subway Rat Podcast. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Luis, but some people know me because of my band entitled Teething. Some people know me under the name Luisifer because I do a lot of illustration and collages and like artsy-fartsy stuff. And most people know me because I have a very cute, adorable dog, which has a white snout, and his name is Bingo. So, welcome to my podcast. And before we get into today's guest, which is Jonathan from Teethgrinder, which I've wanted to have on the show for the longest time. He was actually supposed to be one of the first 3 guests, but for reason X, it wasn't able to happen. We get into all of that in today's episode. But today's food for thought is creative times. Creative times ahead. Creative times ahead for Luisifer. So I'm gonna start blocking sometime every night in order to get my new zine, my new illustration zine in the works. And I'm very excited because it's going to be part of the trilogy. I already did part 1, which was How to Avoid Shit Tattoos, which was a pink, purplish cover. Pink. And then I did Forever Immature, which came out during the end of the pandemic, which was yellow. And I came up with the title for the new zine. Let's see what y'all think. I thought, here goes. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Thinking Sucks. That's the title. Thinking Sucks. I've already shared the title with a couple of friends, and sometimes they have a laugh. So that's a good reaction. A reaction I've been looking for. And the cover art will be cyan. The color cyan, which is a sort of blue, I guess. Anyways, enough about Thinking Sucks. Enough about me. Let's get to Jonathan. Please enjoy my episode with Jonathan Edwards from the mighty Teethgrinder. One little important insight I forgot to mention, which is that the video portion of this episode fucked up. For some reason, my camera didn't record. It was all Jonathan. So I inserted an image of me. So for those who watch this, sorry for the weirdness. But whatever, you can still hear it. You can still enjoy it. And without further ado, Jonathan. Whoop. I don't know if you've seen or listened to any of these episodes, but
I've seen a couple.
Okay, good. So do you recall what the first question I ask anyone is?
No, sorry, it's been a while. I think the last one I saw was with Shane, I think, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first question I ever ask anyone is, Jonathan, do you prefer sweet or salty food, savory food?
Sweet or savory foods? Does it matter if it's cold or warm?
No, not at all.
No, it doesn't. I think maybe sweet, actually.
Okay. That's the little kid in you. Okay.
Yeah, it is. I'm a candy fiend when it comes to it.
Okay, so if today were your last day on Earth, let's hope not. What would be your go-to sweet treat?
My go-to sweet treat. That's fucking difficult. It's all good. Anything gummy related is always good. It's
really okay.
Yeah. And soury sweetness. It's warheads and stuff like that. It's good.
Okay, because you were born and raised in the UK, right? And then you moved to Netherlands. I think warheads is a English thing.
Yeah, I think it's more American actually.
Okay.
But I've seen it in England. Yeah.
Okay,
that's a few over there. Yeah.
While on tour at the gasoline station, if you have a couple of euros lying around, there's a good chance the first thing you'll spend it on is cigarettes, and then
obviously. Gas station beers second, and then
and then candy third.
So, I think that would be a good order of things that my money and priorities would be. During a gas station break, yeah.
Which one do you think is the unhealthiest of the three?
Oh, that's I'd say cigarettes, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cigarettes. Okay.
All in moderation is okay, but
So Jonathan, I want to congratulate you on your new job because I believe you're enjoying your new job. Can you elaborate what your new job is?
I am a decorator, I think the right word is. Okay. I paint houses now. It's a big switch from I used to do a lot of sales and hospitality work, like working in bars and shit hours, shit money jobs.
Okay.
And I finally found something to do with the good old hands and just work outside, and it's lovely. No, seriously, it's one of the best things that I've actually done, to be able to work outside and just be busy instead of sitting behind a desk. What works for some people, but obviously and very much doesn't work for me.
Okay, and do you have cool co-workers?
Yeah, as far as people as cool as work can be, some people make it a lot more bearable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously. Okay. And how about you? Because I sometimes see you coming back from some like business trips. You like recently came back from one as well.
Yeah, luckily work's been going really good for me. I have a video business, and we work in an environment that's very un-Napalm Death. It's a lot of corporate videos.
Yeah, I've seen the button-down T-shirts. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
It suits you very well, by the way.
I know. I'm looking sharp. Sometimes it could be overwhelming, but I guess that's a good thing. I was able to stash away some money, a trip to New York. So, yeah.
The second America trip?
Second America trip. That's right. Good eye.
Yeah, because you guys went past like a lot of different like movie sites. I remember like seeing some pictures. You went to like the Friday 13th house and.
No, we went to please the Nightmare on Elm Street house. Close enough. Obviously, we went to like really cool concerts.
Yeah, because you guys went for two weeks or a month, or
we went for like 3 weeks, and it was amazing. Because that's another perk from my job. Like I was able to save a lot of money and go wild. Pretty much just record shopping. Not that I'm over band shirts at all, but like it comes to a point where like, yeah, all of us were like, okay, I have 70 band shirts. Like, I think I'm good, so my new thing is buying t-shirts from restaurants,
from restaurants.
In Bakersfield, California, we went to like a really cool vegan taco place, and the logo is like a wrestler with like tacos in his hands, so just cool shit like that.
But they do a lot of like merch and branding for all their like bars and diners. Like they're the off-brand kind of, not off-brand, but their own kind of thing.
On our last visit to UK, playing with where we were supposed to play with you guys in Leeds, in London, I went to a ramen place and I got like a ramen t-shirt, and it's really cool. It's like this fat guy just like bathing in a big bowl of ramen and
living the dream.
Living the dream.
Because how was those shows for you guys, by the way? No, I cut through, but before someone got sick.
Someone meaning me. The shows were really good. London, we've played London 3 times, and every time we play is a bit better. And then we played Manchester, which was like okay, in like, the Teething guys, they're lovely. We'll make the best out of it. Like, we got free pizza, and
that's always good.
And but this whole trip was revolving around Dreadfest, where we were playing with you guys. So that sucked not being able to play because I got COVID, but we were able to bond with the Bass Rotten guys, which I know you're a big fan of their latest record.
Yeah, their latest record is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And also really sucked because they did play Dreadfest the day after. Yeah, the day we had to leave, they had to play, and we unfortunately couldn't see them play. But
Oh, no way. Okay, so they
No.
took our
No, no, oh,
spot.
wait, sorry. No, I did see them play, by the way, but my whole Dreadfest experience, to be honest, has been like, there were a lot of beverages being
Okay,
consumed, but
good.
I do remember seeing them actually. And
Yeah,
I was talking to them afterwards. I think the guitarist or someone.
no, so Teethgrinder was playing Friday, Teething Saturday, Bass Rod on Sunday. And I believe you guys were staying an extra day just to hang out and see
Yeah.
us. But since we had to cancel, Bass Rodden played our spot. So I'm guessing that's why you were able to see it. And
You tell me, man.
yeah. Dude, something that really bums me out is like one of the venues that was like on my checklist in Europe was Temple of Boom.
Yeah.
Is it as cool as it seems?
It's we played there, I think it was our second or maybe third time that we were there, and it's always like a lot of friends, mostly. I think a lot of the friendships I've got through music in the UK all kind of started in Temple of Boom, and it's fucking amazing to play there. It's like a really cool little room.
Yeah.
Lovely outside area to chill and talk to people, and just crazy vibes always. You missed out.
I know.
No, I don't want to rub it in, but you fucking missed out on that one.
And
but you're playing the Woods.
Yeah.
The summer edition.
Yeah. Luckily, Meg has booked us for the summer edition, which is in the woods. So like hopefully there's like some slasher vibes, just like a good horror film atmosphere.
No, just bring knives and fucking
yeah.
Go, man.
Awesome.
And that was that's always lovely in the UK.
Dude, so what a coincidence that we're doing this today, and Teethgrinder has announced like a lot of cool stuff. New album, Dystopia, new tour with Benighted. Whoop.
Yeah. Whoop. And that for a Monday. It's not too bad for a Monday. Yeah.
Not too bad for a Monday. So walk me through the new album.
Well, I'd say definitely. Our last record was like 6 years ago, I think. Okay. It's been like with the pandemic in between, that obviously doesn't help, and kind of adds like 2 years of not kind of being able to play normal shows. But we just before the pandemic started, we started recording it, and it just took a fucking long while with us not always being able to do it, and fucking back and forth, obviously, with mixers. But now it's been done for a while. I guess not a while, for a few weeks it's been mixed, and now finally at the label. Got a date on it, and the single's coming out.
When is the... Sorry, go ahead, continue. I don't want to cut you off.
No, I was going to say, single's coming out, and it's just all in motion right now, finally. That's
okay.
As and you can see, just smiles.
You sent me a track, and it was an awesome track.
Yep.
It was very cool.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you. Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah, but the best part was how stoked you were on the song. You were like, yo, you gotta check this out because of I don't want to spoil anything because of blah blah blah.
I could say, well, fuck it. You were kind enough to lay down some fucking vocals on the song.
Yeah.
And it was I was really stoked about that because we're good friends together through music, obviously, and I really like Teething, like your vocals, so I was really fucking stoked to have that on there and alongside each other. So that's it's going to be one of the singles as well. So it's,
is it? Okay, is it going to be first, second, or third, or what?
I don't really know about that, but it's going to be one of them.
You know how I got on the song, like I turn all like bad boy, like as if I'm like from the streets. That's my tribute to Sworn Enemy.
It sounded really fucking cool. That's also why I kind of wanted to have you on it, because it kind of, the song itself kind of had a punky kind of little bit of a hardcore, moreish vibe than the rest of the album. So it would be perfect fit. You were the only person I really wanted to have as a guest vocal, so it's glad you said yes. And it was fucking and it turned out pretty cool.
That's forever heartwarming. Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Question and answer kind of vibe.
Looking forward to pulling it off live. Maybe we have to plan something for a Grind the Nazi Scum festival in a couple of weeks.
I was going to ask you about that. It would be cool to do something together on stage, especially with that song, maybe. But...
Okay, are you guys playing that song?
Yes, we are actually. That's a core
Okay.
part of our set right now. So it's
Okay.
so it's
Okay.
be there. It's going to be there if you're up for it. So.
Okay. You heard it here first. Let's do it. Um, so Jonathan, anything else you want to mention about the album? And anything like the artwork is fucking cool. You guys use the same artist. Do you want to talk about the album, the name of the album, which is named after one of your favorite bands in the world?
Yeah, that was kind of a hard way to, not hard way, but there was an obvious link to calling it that and what the band I like. But yeah, well, like you said, the artwork, our past, no, the previous two records we put out, the albums were all done by Magalf van Haastner. There's a lot of sick work with, I think he's done a lot for, together with Baroness, what is his name, the vocalist.
I don't recall, but yeah, his
Yeah.
his artwork is so iconic.
Yeah, it's very, when you see it, you kind of instantly know Paisley. Oh? Never mind. But he did the artwork, and it's kind of, yeah, I guess the running theme kind of in his work, what he did for us. And so why we chose for him again, and it's kind of really stoked to have that worked out. And yeah, there's not a lot I can, there's not a lot I can say, but there's not a lot really to say.
Okay.
It's kind of dystopia. It's kind of the world right now. It's kind of, it says itself really.
Self-explanatory. Okay, I can
Yeah,
dig that.
there's nothing deep or cool about it. It's just self-explanatory kind of.
There's a running theme because all of your albums are just one word, right? Now I want to ask you about this tour with Benighted. Very much looking forward to it. How did this come about? I'm guessing they contacted you guys.
Yeah, first of all, fucking insane that we get to play with fucking Benighted. So I fucking listened to that a lot when I was a bit younger. But how that came to be was we were doing a tour with Distaste and Inhumate. And we played a show, and there was Ronnie from Redback Promotion was there, and he also does the management for Benighted. Okay. He was like, "Yo, should we let's get in contact? Let's do some stuff together." And he was kind enough to sign us to his booking agency, and that's kind of how we got connected with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really the organizer guy, so I don't really know the fine details of it all.
Right. Okay.
That's what I've been, so far been told, and it's a bit sad actually to say it like that. But it's
that's all cool. Like you all have an important role in Teethgrinder. Yours is not this department. That's all good.
Yeah, I guess. No, it's all cool. It's still Ronnie fixed a lot of all the shows, and we're kind of waiting for it to be November and kind of get it rolling.
Fuck yeah, dude!
It's a cool fucking run. It should be. A lot of countries we haven't played.
So something different. There's been a before and after in the Teethgrinder camp, which is your 4 members. You've always been the original lineup, but recently Jabe is out of the picture. One of the best huggers in the world.
He's a mother hugger, man. He's a good hugger.
Yeah. So yeah. Maybe too much of a good hugger. Sometimes it actually hurts.
So love hurts, man. Love really hurts.
Love hurts. So do you want to speak upon that? Like, what happened? Why did Jabe decide to leave or so on?
So he decided to leave. It's he's doing a lot of he had a lot. He's got like a pretty good job, like from the get go, and now he's started a new. How can I explain that? It's like a collective, like a cultural collective they started on our city, where they do a city beach kind of vibe with little restaurants and bars and like a cultural kind of program around it. And he's the main honcho guy in that. So he kind of wants to focus more on that and be able to do that without any other distractions around him. And it's a pretty good choice, to be honest. It's a shame he's gone. Well, a really big shame. It's a sad moment, but yeah, it's all for the better for him, and that's the most important, I guess.
Good. So from what I'm gathering, you all obviously are still very good friends and still close? Like no.
Yeah, of course. No, I saw him last week. Went to the opening of the City Beach we're talking to.
Nice.
Nice to see him again. Have a nice little hug. Have
Okay.
a good hug. Yeah. No, it's all good. There's no weird like reasons, whatever, like
Right. That's what I thought.
drama breakup. And
Right. Can you tell me about the new bassist? Is there a new bassist? Is it like a temporary bassist? What's going on there?
yeah, there's we're still looking for someone to have like a permanent bassist, I guess. But
Mhm.
we've got a few people that are kind enough to fill in on shows,
Okay.
which works pretty nice. And yeah, like for the Grind and Nazi Scum show, we've got a fill-in bassist, and there's a lot of friends who are willing to help out and fucking party with us. And
Okay.
yeah, just
So
have a fucking good time.
so the bassist you've been playing with since the pandemic, it's like been a revolving door. It's like it depends on. It hasn't been like one guy.
No, there's two. That's weird to say. There are two main fill-in guys we
Okay.
can approach. I think you've probably met one of them, Jeroen or Ipe.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
they're called, and fucking class A guys, and yeah, I've known them for actually since we've like started the band. And there's also a Joop, Joop, like the
Oh
guy who
yeah.
usually does our sounds. Yeah,
Fuck yeah, of
he's
course, of course.
yeah, he's learning to do some songs to play this Friday with we're doing a festival in France with Blockheads who are also playing. LMDA, How to Chords, and a bunch of cool bands. And he's
Nice.
going to be playing bass, so it's nice to have one of my best friends also being able to fucking jam along with us and have a good time.
Fuck yeah. Teething, I don't know if you're aware, is in a very
I was
similar situation bass-wise.
I was going to ask because I didn't see the beautiful David anymore. It was
That's
because he's
right.
yeah. I've spoken to him recently actually. That he was because he got married and went to America, living the dream.
Pretty self-explanatory. David, after nearly 10 long years with Teething, being one of the OG members, he fell in love, got married, and moved to the almighty US of A. And now he has a great wife, great house, great dog. He, from what I gather, from what I talk and all the pictures he sends us, he's living a very like chill, laid back life, like with the white picket fence and the green grass and nice vegan barbecue and lots of cocktails. Could him and Savannah enjoy the occasional cocktail?
Yeah, he looked really happy. Awesome.
Yeah. We've been we were on the bassist hunt and we stumbled upon a really good friend of ours. I've been playing at shows with him, not in the same band, but like same hardcore shows with him since I was like fucking 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't offer him the bass duties before just because he already had two bands. He's a dad. He has a 5-year-old lovely daughter, but we didn't ask him because we didn't think he would be interested. But I don't know.
He was.
he was. And something that's been a bit tough, and I'm guessing this might be tough in your department, Jabe had like fucking sick ass backing vocals. Who's doing, is anyone doing backing vocals now? What's the situation?
Me. Yeah, it's that's still something we have to work around. So.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is Mart not down for doing backing vocals?
Nah, yeah, not anytime soon, at least.
Okay.
Maybe Wikian is if he, but he's already fucking intense behind a drum kit, so it's kind of don't know if he'd be down to be doing that as well.
So you find yourself a bit overwhelmed with these new concerts, sometimes handling all of the backing vocals?
It's not really handling the backing vocals. It's kind of, I guess, changing a little bit of the song structure to kind of make it a nice vibe and not like a constant high. Just get a few get a few lows in there as well to break it up a little bit, I guess. Yeah, but with Yaba, he had a nice fucking vocal to lay my vocals over over it.
The contrast between you two worked really well. But whatever happens, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking awesome, obviously.
Awesome, Jonathan. And I want to ask you something which I'm totally open to speak about. I even think on my podcast with Jan back in the day, we talked about the Teethgrinder split.
Yes.
What's the situation there? Like, did you guys record what you needed to record? Okay.
Yeah, that's I think that's literally been since day one. Something like since we met, we've actually been talking about doing it. Yeah, I was gonna say, we've been we written some songs for that EP.
Okay.
So should if you guys are still up for it.
Our side is already recorded, mixed, and mastered. Like I have it laying on my computer since for a while, but I just think it's really intelligent. You guys are releasing a new album. We're gonna be releasing a new album in September. So like, let's let those creatures do its thing, and then once that's been out there for a while, we can, release the split in a year and a half, something like that, just so we can distribute the releases a bit.
Yeah, I think we recorded about 15 songs in total when we went into the studio. I think we used 10, so there's enough material to do something together.
Ooh, okay, very cool.
Like you're saying, if you guys are doing September, I think we're doing something similar. I think it's August or September. No, not September. I think it's August. So it's kind of like the same time frame anyway. So that would work perfectly both ways, I think.
That would work perfectly for a tour.
Oh, sounds like a plan, yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan, let's get dark. Let's get a little bit dark here, okay? I want to rewind a bit. When I started this podcast, I think it was like a year and a half ago, and you were one of the first guests I had in mind. Just because you're such a lovely person. We love each other so much. We've had great times together. And we were scheduled to do like a podcast on one or two occasions, but for some reason, it didn't happen, which later I found out you were having some struggles. You were going through a hard time mentally. So the last couple of years have not been easy for you, for me, and for a lot of people. And I feel like these kind of conversations are healthy for us and for people listening.
It's always healthy to talk about, especially like if things are bothering you. I've kind of learned that that's a very healthy way to vent it out instead of keep it in, of course. Right. But yeah, like you said, there was a couple of times we were supposed to do this.
Yeah,
it's just I think it's a little bit to do with the pandemic. It's like that isolating factor that you can't really go out, play shows as much as, because that was a really big part of, I guess, everyone in music's identity is like fucking playing shows and just being out and about, and that all falls away, and then you still kind of got like a very well, for me at least, I had not a lot of ways to kind of fence a lot of stuff, I guess. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the times when there were a lot of social things that had to be done, I didn't really feel mentally up for it, because it was kind of introverted and kind of self-pity kind of way, maybe, that it's that I just didn't really think I could talk to anyone in like a fun, or just be like socially in general, basically. So it's something I've kind of realized it's gotten a lot less now, that's probably why we're talking right now. But don't really know what to say about it, really.
From what I gather, just speaking to you, like you were in a dark hole, but you were able to climb out of it.
Yeah, fortunately.
Climb out of it. And like, do you want to talk about what helped you? Like, was it friends, family? I know you got to spend some cool time with your family. Has it been therapy? Like what's helped you out of this?
Out of that feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big part is I think also that new job we talked about really helped to kind of motivate me to fucking get out of bed in the morning.
Okay.
And it's yeah, just being able to talk to people again, and just shows are happening randomly, well, more now, but they were yeah, kind of sporadic, starting to happen again. That really helped to just have see friends again and do stuff you actually like instead of sit and mope and not be able to do what you can do.
I was talking to a friend, Mario, from a band here from Spain called Sudestada, and he told me that during the pandemic, he felt like he was in a cave and he was slowly rotting away. But now that everything's opened up, organically, it's helped us, you know, just like playing shows again gives us a sense of purpose. I don't know about you, but my social life totally revolves around the band. I don't really like do much socially apart from like when it's someone's birthday, we'll meet up. But like for the most part, like my social life is the band.
Yeah, that's exactly like how you explain it. The same for me as well. Like if it's a birthday, I'll go out, but it's not really you wouldn't see me go out to bars or anything or fucking party. Well, I like to party, but it's not as much as I used to go now.
Because how old are you now, Jonathan?
I'm 31 this year, so I'm 30 right now.
Okay. Wow, I can't believe when I met you, you were 21.
Yeah, that's sick, isn't it?
That's fucking sick.
It's fucking crazy as well, like how quickly that all, how I turned 30. Fuck knows. Yeah, but it's like that's a long time, 21.
Dude, yeah.
Well, like the 9 years it's been since we first met.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't feel that long.
For me, one of the best parts of being in a band, it's not even the creative aspect. It's just meeting people like you, meeting the rest of the Teethgrinder guys, building a great friendship, for example, with the Implore guys. I met Bingo in Malaga, you know, thanks to Alvaro, the guy that made us the paella, you know, it's just, it gives me everything I want in life, you know, it gives me those experiences, those adventures. I met like most of the people I love, I've met through the band. So it's really important we got to keep it going on, my friend, Jonathan. We got to, you know?
No, seriously, yeah, it's exactly the same, man. It's, yeah, I wouldn't say it's everything I want, but I think I've learned a lot of people who've taught me that what I want, I guess. That's not the right way to say it.
No, that makes total sense.
Now I know what I want due to like meeting a lot of fucking interesting and beautiful people through music. It's been, and what you say, it's the adventure. It's
right. The experience. Like a lot of people will ask me if I feel successful in teething. And of course I do. Like because it's not an economic thing. It's not how many people I play in front of. It's those experiences, those adventures, bonding, whether it's with your own band or meeting lovely people like you. I wanted to rewind a bit, talking about mental health. During the pandemic, I started going to therapy. Like a lot of people had recommended it to me for the longest time. Of course, I respected it, but I wasn't opposed to it. But it's just something that I never thought about doing it. But ever since I started going, it's been day and night. And a really good recommendation I got from my therapist: just speak for 5, 10, 15 minutes about what you're feeling. And that's been a great exercise. Because I've been a very closed book for a long time, but now like in 2022, it's getting more and more normalized for people, men or whatever, to express themselves.
It's not only to be able to express yourself, it's just to be able to say that, okay, yes, I'm not feeling okay, and it's okay. It's really cliche to say, but it's okay to not fucking feel okay, of course.
For sure.
And it's like you say, it's a really cool thing to actually see, like online through social media. You see a lot of attention being asked for that. So it's cool to see that people are actually getting over that maybe a little bit of shame, or it's kind of like a mental barrier, I guess, you have to step over before you kind of feel comfortable enough to be talking about your feelings and stuff in front of a professional or like a stranger.
For sure.
That's the start, I guess.
So Jonathan, I'm gonna count on you to let me give you a call or send you a message if I'm in any sort of need. Is that cool?
That's always anytime. That shouldn't even be a question. That's,
okay. And it's the same, and likewise, okay. Whatever's in your mind. Here I am. Here's Bingo, my dear, beautiful brother. Okay.
Yeah, it's noted. And I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Of course. So now, let's talk about memorable teething and Teethgrinder moments throughout history. The first time we ever played together. The first time we ever played together was Incubate Festival. Where is that? Because I forget.
Tilburg.
Tilburg. Okay.
Yeah, in Netherlands. But that was also with wasn't that also with Kropmol Alta? No.
Yes, that was also.
Yes. Yeah, because it was Incubate, and we played in like it wasn't in the big venue. It was like a bar, kind of sanctioned next to the big venue, I think.
Very cool, because Skit System played that day. Do you not recall?
Yeah, I missed them Friday. They were playing at Pitfest here on Friday.
Oh, okay.
That was this weekend.
That's the first time. I'm gonna open up right here, and we have such a cool recollection teething, because first guy we met was Mart. I went to the merch because the whole story was Mart hit us up months prior, or maybe a year prior, and he sent us, I guess, a Facebook message, or I don't know what social media was popular at the time. I guess it was Facebook. And he was like, "Hello, my name is Mart. I play in a band called Teethgrinder. You guys play in a band called Teething." And he's like, "Cool." And I answered, I'm like, "That is cool." And I checked out Teethgrinder, because you guys had that sick ass 7-inch. Misanthropy, that's the name of the 7-inch?
That's Hellbound was the EP.
Hellbound, sorry. Yeah. The one that Everyday Hate put out. And that's still some of my favorite songs. And I'm so glad you guys play a lot of that material still.
That's some of my favorite songs.
Yeah. Not, of course, the whole catalog is great, but I guess, I don't know, it hit me in the sweet spot. I was like, wow, these guys are good. So we saw you guys live, and we're like, oh my God, dude. Wow, you guys were so tight, powerful. Like your vocals meld so well with the music. You guys play tight, but I mean like converged tight.
It's not that tight, but it's thanks.
Yeah. So after the show, because we saw you guys live first, and then I went to the merch. I don't know who was at the merch, but they pointed me out to Mart, said hello to Mart, said hello to the rest of you guys. And I remember us teething where we're like, oh, these guys, not only do they play really good, they look really cool.
What?
you guys were outside of
that day. You guys were drinking that day, man.
It was too early to be drinking. It was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. But yeah, you just had that like Jonathan, you had that whole like Edward Furlong and Terminator 2 vibe going on. You had that like greasy long hair. You had that cigarette. You're like, oh hey, what's up, guys? You know, and we're like, they're so cool.
Yeah, that was greasy long hair. That's also a long time ago. But that's that you fucking remember that actually, because I can remember that show. Yeah, I can remember that show. I can remember meeting you guys there, and it's not it wasn't Daniel that was with you guys. It was the other guitarist before,
right? Carlos, the other guitarist.
Carlos, yeah, with the glasses, the cool suave dude with sick hair.
Yeah.
I can remember that, and then standing outside of the venue, somehow getting covered in some sticky.
Oh, that's right.
That sounds weird. But some Coca-Cola, some fucking shit or something is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that would be the first time we met, but that does sound typically like Mart actually. Like, hello, I'm in a band called Teethgrinder. You're in Teething. Cool.
Right. We would have eventually met, but that was I appreciate Mart sending us that email. You know, that's what we were able to bond before. See, that's that going back. This is what I meant. Like, this is how cool you and the rest of the guys were. You're like, yeah, you don't really recall the moment, but we were like, oh, they're so cool. Let's go hang out with them.
No, I'm glad you guys did because it's
Right.
since then always a fucking pleasure to know if you guys are playing somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
because also with that, I can't remember if with during that Hexus tour we did where we played Malaga together with
Right.
at Alvaro's place with the if that was like um pre-decided if we were going to do that because I
No,
know no
no. What happened? What we also played Madrid together. We only played those two.
yeah
Oh no, we also played Almeria together. So it was 3 shows.
the Wurlitzer we played I think
Wurlitzer in Madrid. We played Elegido Almeria at that bar where you sang with us and you banged up my mic. Do you remember that?
now you mention I can remember banging up someone's mic.
Yeah, I was like, I heard like clack.
Countless.
I was like, oh, great, thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah. Well, now you know how every sound guy probably feels.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
And no, what happened in that tour was like Hexus was doing one of those insane like 100-month tours that they do, and they had hit you guys up to do, I don't know, 2 weeks, and I think mostly mostly
Spain,
Spanish
Portugal.
states. Yeah, Spain, Portugal. I don't know, either Hexus or one of you guys hit me up to like join some Spanish states, and we're like, yeah, of course, let's do it.
Yeah, we picked you guys up somewhere and it was lovely.
Yeah.
It was like this weird bus stop kind of,
Yeah.
like a floral kind of rest stop kind of with little flowers and
Yeah. We shared the van. That's cool. Because
yeah.
usually any other memorable teething moments come to mind?
I can remember Wolfsburg. I think we that was on the first tour we did together. I think we went to a it's not it doesn't sound fun at all, but we went to like I think a concentration camp like Buchenwald. I think we went together.
Yes,
And
that's right.
and then that show afterwards, that was a sick show. I remember that, and yeah, that, I can still fondly remember that Alvaro's place with the paella, the
Right.
sunny day real estate in the background, and the gin tonics sipping in the sun.
Dude, that's so cool. You recognize that because I was the one that Alvaro was like, play a record, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna either make someone's day or like make a lot of people
Ruin
angry.
people's day, yeah.
Yeah. So that was me that decided to play that. So that's fucking cool. You were
I
able
remember
to,
that.
fuck yeah.
I remember the song. It was yeah, that was just all together. It was just I can remember just constantly smiling. It's like an emotion. Was it also Obscene we did in that run? I think we did Obscene Extreme in that tour as well.
That's right. We did Obscene Extreme, which was, of course, like one of the coolest things you can do in Europe.
It's the mecca for the fucking grindcore and punk crust vibes. Yeah.
Fucking, it's everything you can ever imagine. It's as good as it is in the videos. Fucking like
that's a good way to say it. It's as good as it is in the videos. It doesn't disappoint.
I'm a big record collector, so it got a bit overwhelming. And like, you want to see so many bands, you want to look at all the records, you want to hang out with all your friends, you want to try all of the like amazing food. So it gets a bit overwhelming because we were there just for a day or two.
There's not long enough to walk around all the distros and the million bands playing in a single afternoon.
Exactly. We could talk about Teething and Teethgrinder on the road together, but I want to talk about something a cool gift I got in the mail.
Yes.
A cool gift I got in the mail a year ago, more or less. For those listening to this,
a year ago.
A year ago. Can you describe what I'm holding in my hand right now, Jonathan?
You're holding a beautiful cutout silhouette of a howling wolf with another wolf painted in between the shards of glass. And I think it has some. What's it also? It says something on the bottom of the
Mystic spirit.
a mystic spirit. Yeah, it's to watch over you and everything you do. Yeah, I fucking saw that because that was the thank you I got for you for recording the parts for the song. And then my sister, she was like, "Oh yeah, look at this hideous thing that we found." And then yeah, I was like, "It's hideous." I know like the right person that would think that was a fucking amazing thing because you collect all the nice fucking wolf shirts, and I thought that was a fucking amazing gift to get you.
So what's the story? Did you buy it or did it belong to you?
No, it's bought. It's
Okay.
no, it's like a knick-knack shop, like I wouldn't call it antique, but it's kind of like someone else's trash is another man's treasure kind of shop. I don't want to disrespect the gift I've been giving you, but it's found its way to. I think it's been through a lot of hands to finally be to someone who actually appreciates it for what it is.
I'm lucky enough to receive gifts once in a while, but this gift, man, it goes like it's like usually like gifts and stuff go like upstairs with like the DVD room, but like this one goes right next to the TV, which is what we're staring at all day. So like digital fist bump, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yes, man.
Dude, digital fist bump.
I'm glad it found its place.
I gather in your family it's you, your mother, and your sister, correct?
I've got a father, yeah.
Okay,
but in our family, if you can call it that, yeah.
Okay. So because you recently shared like a very, very cool story with me. You were like, "Yo, Luis, Beetlejuice 2, it's happening." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah." And you say, "Dude, as soon as it's released, I'm gonna go watch it with my mom and my sister." And walk me to the glory days where I'm gathering you, your mom, and your sister just have a special bond with this movie.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think I was lucky enough to be brought up with a lot of like Roald Dahl, kind of Tim Burton, kind of animations and stories and stuff. And one of them was obviously Beetlejuice, and that was. Thinking back, maybe a weird movie to be showing like little kids, but it's also kind of harmless, I guess. But it's something that my mum really loved, and then yeah, as soon as like me and my sister kind of understood the movie and kind of got what some of the jokes were about, and kind of the the jokes and the humor of it, that kind of turned into like a film we all loved and treasured, and still kind of mention every now and then, like, oh yeah, you remember like Beetlejuice was our favorite movie. And yeah, so there's a part 2 and it's going to be our family date.
That sounds like a perfect family date. Do you think there's a possibility of you getting a Beetlejuice tattoo at some point?
I've got worse tattoos, so there should be a very good possibility that would have a nice Michael Keaton portrait somewhere. Yeah.
How cool would like one of those sand snakes be as a tattoo?
Yeah, the black and white striped ones. The black and white stripes, that would have to be in the tattoo because that's his form, really. That's the only way you see him. It's Beetlejuice. So, yeah, that's a sick idea. The worm twist around tattoo would be cool.
Did you see like the cover art for the they re-released the soundtrack on vinyl? Have you seen the cover art for that?
I have not.
It's so sick. You should.
Wait, let's see.
Let's see it. Let's see it right now in the moment. Just
cover art. What was it? Beetlejuice OST
soundtrack. Yeah, there you go. OST. There's the one that's with the sand snake on it, with the sandworm on it.
The waxwork.
The waxwork one.
Yeah, that's who drew that? Is that also?
I have no idea, but if you like, I don't have this vinyl, but I've been in a store and like I've opened it up and it's fucking beautiful. Like it's the worm all over the place. So I think like a tattoo that would work really well.
I'm seeing this whole the inlay. It's amazing.
Jonathan, if you don't mind me asking, where are you living now? Are you on your own? Are you back with your family?
No, I'm living on my own. I've got a what is it? Kind of an apartment kind of vibe going on near my home city, I guess. My base of operations with Teethgrinder as well.
Okay.
Been living here for the past 2 years now, I think.
Since you mentioned the Teethgrinder guys, can you how the rest of the guys doing? Like personally, are they all good?
Yeah, it's all good. They're all very busy as well. It's Wichian, well, he's a teacher, so he's in Holland. All the students have got their final exams right now, so he's really busy doing that.
Okay.
And coaching and mentoring kids. And Mark's got his little girl, which is growing up to a nice young lady. And yeah, I think he just started a new job as well, so he's also got that going for him.
Okay.
And we're all just living, working on day jobs, fucking waiting for tours to start.
Can you share what's on the horizon for Teethgrinder? I know, of course, the new album, of course, the tour with Benighted, and we even mentioned the split with Teething. Is there anything else in the works?
Not really. It's kind of just, in my experience, kind of feels like we have to release this record first.
Right.
Hopefully, there's a wave to ride after that and see where that leads and what happens.
Are you involved in any other projects? Because I know you did that FOED record, Fuck Off and Die.
Fuck Off, Eat Shit.
Fuck Off, Eat Shit, sorry.
Yeah. It's, Mike's also kind of in that he did bass, and it's together with two guys from Corpse, the Dutch brutal slam band. It's kind of more like a power violence fastcore kind of affair. Nothing really happening with that. We put out a record, and we were supposed to play some shows before the pandemic. So kind of hoping that's gonna maybe turn into something again. So I'll be busy with that. And also started a new project together with Ryan and Rob from Beetljuice. It's a death metal band from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Cool guys, and it's like a punky black metal kind of old school Dark Throne kind of vibe.
Nice.
And yeah, that's pretty much it really. It's not with Teethgrinder. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that, but you sent me a picture today of you doing something.
For the listeners, Jonathan took the day off work and he sent me a message being like, yo, I'm available all day if you want to do this earlier. And I sent you, Jonathan, a picture of me recording some vocals. And what I was doing was, I guess I can say it, or I guess not enough. I mean, to be honest, like a lot of this podcast isn't the most popular thing in the world. So like,
okay.
You know, like,
sorry if I opened some trap doors on this one.
No. I was doing guest vocals for the new Bird Flesh record. And so that's very cool. And
that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. Actually 2 songs. So that's very cool. And that's great because those guys love to like be silly and party, and so do I. So I was able to like, they let me like freestyle and like say stupid shit at the beginning, end of the song, you know. Jim carried it up a bit.
Oh, really?
And yeah, also Ellis, who plays in Bird Flesh. You
had him in the podcast as well, didn't you?
That's right. Another sweetheart that's near and dear to my heart. A while ago, he told me, he was like, yo, Luis, I want to start a band and I want you to sing for it. And I was like, that sounds lovely. And he recently sent me tracks for it. So I did a demo for 1 song. So I was like, yo, Ellis, before we like make this a thing, I want you to like what I'm doing on a track and like let me know if it's cool. Let's see if it works. And that's what I was doing. Now I want to ask.
Are you happy? Oh, sorry, but
no. I don't know if I'm happy with it. I need Ellis's approval first. Like I need him to be like, oh yeah. If he's like,
you have to know if you're on the right track.
Exactly. Like I need his.
I get that.
I need his insight on this. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll send you the track, cool. And I'll send you the track right now, and let me know what you think. I want your honest opinion. Okay.
I will do.
And we tracked it really quick. Like it wasn't like it was like a demo. It's not supposed to be the final thing. So
that's okay.
You know what it's like.
Yeah. I know what's like. I know.
So about this dark throne-ish kind of project, does it have a name?
Yeah, it's called Baator with double A Baator.
Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah, then I kind of have to explain the rest of the band. It's kind of like lyrically and thematically, it's a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer lore. So Baator is one of the 9 circles of hell in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. And yeah, that's kind of what a lot of inspiration comes from, just the ripping off a lot of very sick stories that have been written for Warhammer, Dungeons and Dragons, and just kind of making not really fun of it, but kind of honoring it and just having fun with it, I guess. Yeah.
Do you have a background in that stuff? Is that something you were super into as a kid, or are you still into?
It's yeah, I can honestly say that. Fuck it. I'm very into like Warhammer and stuff, fucking the painting and the it's a guilty little hobby of mine that I like to indulge myself in, the plastic crack.
Amazing. Dude, John, the guy I was recording with, his whole studio is all like Warhammer stuff, and every time I go, he shows me what he's working on. It's fucking sick.
It's cool to have a few hours and just mine fucking zero and just paint. So,
have you ever seen the TV show Freaks and Geeks?
With James Franco and was it Seth Rogen? Yeah. I've tried to like watch it from the start, but I've stopped somewhere in the first season.
It's just one season. You should really get into it, not just because it's one of the best TV shows ever, and I know you and me have a lot of similar taste in music and movies, because a lot of it revolves around Dungeons and Dragons. So I think you're gonna like that aspect.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch it then, because it sounds up my alley.
I've been doing like a lot of these podcasts. Like I think this might be like episode, I don't know, 35 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, no one gets away. We're all, no matter how hardcore or how metal or how grindcore or how punk you are, we are all and were nerds back then. Dude, like I fucking shit you not, man. Like I didn't see it as like, it's a bit obvious, but like digging deep and talking with a lot of people, I realized like what big nerds we all are.
There's hidden somewhere. I think everyone's got the little things that they loved when they were younger, and like we're all still kids in old bodies now. So it's,
but no one, and I mean no one, was like the popular, good-looking guy that was very popular with everyone. Like I've not stumbled upon that person yet. I'll let you know if that ever happens.
Yeah, please do. There's some kind of truth. There's a big truth now, I guess.
Yeah,
but it's kind of funny.
What's your musical past like? But I don't know about anything previous Teethgrinder. Like, what bands have you been in? Like, what's the band? Because you're younger than me. Like, I'm from the nu metal era, but I think you were, when you were a teenager, nu metal was not in. Like,
there was still like Limp Bizkit was still. Okay. Well, I wasn't in high school when that came out, but that was still a thing. Like Slipknot, Korn, that all certainly was rocking.
Was that so? Was that your gateway into like music, nu metal?
No, absolutely not. Maybe like Limp Bizkit, that kind of started it. But it used to be, I think for a lot of people, like the Tony Hawk game soundtracks were kind of like very, very formative for me and what I liked. So there was a lot of Gorilla Biscuits, Bad Religion, what's it called? I was also a very big fan of Blink-182 growing up. Like the old like Dude Ranch record and fucking Cheshire Cat is still
Nice.
in the steady rotation.
Nice.
And yeah, I guess it was more like a punk rocky kind of vibe that I started listening to, and then kind of went darker and darker and started.
I didn't know you were so into Blink 182, which is sick, which is like perfect.
Well, I have to clarify. Until I saw them live, then I fucking cried after like having to
Oh
wait to see them like play 10 years, and it fucking sucked balls.
no,
Yeah,
that's that
oh,
sucks. Like I've never seen Blink 182. I have seen Sum 41 live, and Sum 41 live is fucking great. It's like
yeah, I saw
very
them play
impressive.
as well
Yeah,
in a like a club tour they did over here.
yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Um, what do you think about this like whole pop punk revival? Are you aware of it? Like with Machine Gun Kelly and stuff like that?
I'm aware of Machine Gun Kelly and the music he's put out. Um, and what we both like, Oliver Tree, he does a lot of he's leaning into that very much as
Yeah.
well. I didn't know it was like a thing that's coming back. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah, cool.
Luke from Doomstar
Yep.
and Fubar and all of that. I'm gonna send you that. He sent me a Machine Gun Kelly album. He was like, "Yo, check this out," and it's fucking great, dude. It was like, I think last year it was my most listened to album of the year.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's a total Travis Barker plays on the whole thing. It's a
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
they
total
do a
yeah.
lot together. Yeah.
It's a total Blink 182 love letter. And
Mm.
it's fucking great. I'll send it over. Let me know if you enjoy it.
I'll give it a listen. So
Yeah. Okay, so Jonathan,
Luis.
Luis, we're this is the end, but we're not leaving without me asking you my favorite question in the world, which is you know me, I know you. We enjoy our fair share of horror films, but I want to know what's caught your eye in the last couple of years. Horror
I'll,
film movie. It doesn't have to be a recent movie. It can be like a
no,
movie. Yeah, you
yeah.
catch.
So I was going to ask you the same. If you knew any new movies, because I haven't been really checking out any like general like a lot of new movies, but horror movies. What is his name? There's one. Deborah Logan. What's the possession of Deborah Logan? At one point, like this old like demented lady, like someone takes care of her, and at one point her jaw kind of she
Oh,
eats like a child or something. That one was
I've
pretty sick.
awesome. I've not heard about this movie. I'm gonna have to check it out maybe tonight. What's it
Yeah, it's
called?
like
Possession of
Deborah Logan.
Deborah Logan. Okay.
I think something similar. I think the name is Deborah Logan.
Okay. Okay. Definitely check it out. Anything else you want to plug before I give you my list of sick ass movies?
Anything I want to plug? There was nah, it's not on the top of my mind. It was
Okay.
I can't with the name. A horror movie.
Okay. Let's just
The
plug
possession of them.
Beetlejuice again. We'll plug
Oh
Beetlejuice
yes,
again.
yes.
Okay.
Beetlejuice, always.
On my behalf, one of the coolest horror movies I've seen in the last couple of years is entitled Terrifier. Are you aware of this movie?
Terrifier. No, it sounds like a Carpenter Brute album, but it's the artwork of kind of 80s horror, but it's
The reason I stumbled upon this movie was because you know that new death metal band called, excuse my pronunciation, Sanguisugabog.
by name. Yeah, yeah.
Well, like I really got into their pornographic seizures album, and I was just I saw live pictures of the band, saw some like videos online, and I saw that the singer had the tattoo of a clown on him, and I was like, that clown seems really familiar. So I was like, oh yeah, that's that Terrifier movie I haven't checked out yet. And that's a recent movie. It just came out like 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, well, this movie has to be really good for this guy to tattoo that clown on his arm.
Is that like one of those like haunted carnival rides kind of clowns?
Yes, he looks
I think it's like the cover look kind of like a carnival kind of.
Yeah, it's it definitely has like Insane Clown Posse vibes to it. And
let's go.
Whoop, whoop. I never thought I was, because I've never seen like apart from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I've never really fell in love with a clown movie. I like the It remake, but this one hits it on the spot.
I loved it. I loved the It remake. But yeah, I'm also not like the same, I guess. Like I haven't seen anything clown related that tickles my interest.
something like, well, please check out Terrifier. And that was my episode with my dear friend Jonathan Edwards from Teethgrinder. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, rate, share with your mom, share with your mom's mama, share with your grandma, share with your cereal, share with everybody. That will be heavily appreciated. And if not, no worries. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the podcast. Yeah, that's it. I already have the next episode recorded with my friend Joao from Six Pack Bookings. And great guy, great conversation. Tune in later this month for that. Bye-bye.